Today is demo day, and we are going to be learning how to properly be wearing hooligan wrap. So let's get started. Just wanted to mention at the end of this video, there are going to be a couple graphics that will show with the dimensions of the hooligan wrap. And those dimensions and those actual photos can be found also on my website, hooliganwrap.com, or my Facebook page, Hooligan Wrap. And you can study it later, get your measuring tape out, look at the pictures, and start putting together and envisioning what the hooligan wrap is going to look like on your leg. Okay, folks, so here is our hooligan wrap. We notice our metal oval here. First of all, we're just gonna do a little bit of a product tour, familiarize ourselves with the different parts of the hooligan wrap. This metal oval, a lot of us are familiar with from seeing a blood pressure cuff. The long, lengthy piece, this is the wrap around. Fluffy stuff here, that is loop, the part of hook and loop. This is the loop, and we have our extension piece, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. The flip side of the hooligan wrap, this is our fabulous sharkskin neoprene. This is the grip of the hooligan wrap, the part that goes and actually makes contact with your pant and helps keep the hooligan wrap up in place. Gonna be doing two parts to this video. The first part is going to be learning how to put on your hooligan wrap with the use of the extension piece. And the second part of the video is going to be putting on the hooligan wrap without the extension piece. So putting on the hooligan wrap is really pretty easy. What you're going to do is kind of got to do a couple things at the same time. You're going to be throwing the back of the bulk of the wrap around your thigh. Remember that the grippy part needs to be making contact with your pant. And at the same time, you're going to need to be centering up. This is the heat shield. You're going to need to be in the center of your motorcycle exhaust pipe. We want it to be in the center. We don't want the edges of the neoprene to be having any contact with the heat. It could compromise the neoprene. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the hook through the eye of the oval. And then you're going to grab that and you're going to pull back gently. And it's going to drop back, and the hook is going to make contact with the loop. And there we have our hooligan wrap heat shield positioned in place. Other bikers need to be wearing it way up high. So if that's the case, you're still using the extension piece. And basically the same thing, centering it up in this where you need to have it. And there we go, and it can just be adjusted as we need it. When you're using the extension piece, I've put in your hooligan wrap 2 small pieces of hook and loop that go together. It's covering that tiny little piece and also the juncture piece where the extension piece is put on. This covering here is making sure that your pant doesn't get all marred. That's an add-on, so if you take those off when you're using the extension piece, just kind of remember where you put them. Okay, folks, so here we have our hooligan wrap, and we're going to be putting it on a little smaller body part where we do not need the extra tab that was on there, because we're going to be needing this tab. And we've taken off that other piece that was on here. So once again, we're going to be doing the same thing, locating the area that we need. We are going to be threading the hook through the eye, centering that up in the middle of our exhaust pipe, making sure the ends don't have contact with the heat. Then we are going to thread and gently pull back. Now, for folks who have a lot of extra flap, like you're just really, really skinny winny, what you're going to be doing is you're going to double back on the hooligan wrap, and this extra tack piece that can be done is tacking that into place as you need it. There we go, so it's not flopping in the wind. So there we go. There's the hooligan wrap on your ankle.